afternoon, all of you. Myself, Dr. Anshul Sharma of IMT College of Management. Today, I taking one of the sessions regarding managerial economics. Managerial economics is a subject which is the basics of the management program. Today, we are be discussed about its concepts and nature. In managerial economics, this is the mixture of the two terms. One is the management and the second one of the economics. So it started with my very first lecture of the management economics. I I tell you that what basically the management economics means. In this management economics, the very first thing we discussed here is the learning outcomes. In my first session, what we discussed, that is very important. As you see, the first point is the definition and the basic characteristics of the managerial economics. What is basically the goal of studying the managerial economics, its nature and its scope, and its relationship with other various subjects and the disciplines. And the last and the most important is the difference between the traditional economics and the managerial economics. So, my friends, the very first thing we have to be start here, the meaning of the managerial economics. Before the meaning, I discussed you why the managerial economics emerges. Managerial economics आया कहाँ से है? As I tell you that this is the mixture of the two terms, management and economics. Management. Management is simply means to manage. To manage whatever you are be doing, whether you are be doing some finance work, marketing, HR. But here we have to manage the economics. The second thing is economics. What is economics? Although many economics define the economics in their own way, but the basic concept is the study of the scarcity or the problem of choice is the meaning of the economics. Problem of choice, as you know that every human being has unlimited wants and limited means, and to fulfill that needs they want the resources, and those resources are limited, so that they have to do the choices. They have to choose which need I have to satisfy first and which have to be sacrificed, because every person feeling the problem of the scarcity. In business also, we are seeing the same provision that our business doesn't have the unlimited resources. They have the limited resources. And for that limited resources, we have to make out the decision making that which resources we use for the first satisfying our need of the business. So we have to be started with the main concept that the managerial economics is sometimes called to be as business economics. You see one of my slides, and on the slide on a very first line I written this line that managerial economics often is often called as a business economics. This is an important notion that it is be termed to be as a business economics. As we have this is somehow a new terminology, and before that we have some traditional economics. And when we started this traditional or use this traditional economics, with our with our economics, and we start to make the decision in the business world, that is come under the category of managerial economics. So managerial economics is somehow related with the decision making, and the decision making here means decision in the actual problems we are faced in our business world. So this is my first notion, or this is my first concept of the managerial economics. Now, if we discussed about the definition of the managerial economics or business economics, we can see that managerial economics is the integration of economic theory with business practice. We have so many business economic theories. We divide the whole economics into two parts. One is the microeconomics and the other one is the macroeconomics. When we discussed about the individual problem, then that is the part of the microeconomics, and when we discuss the problem as a whole for the whole economy, that is termed to be as macroeconomics. So for the business, there is a need of the best practices, and with those best practices, we take the decisions which are helpful for planning for the management. So according to Spencer and Sigmund, as I'm written here, business economics is the integration of economic theory with business practices for the purpose of facilitating decision making and forward planning by management. It means that the main purpose of the management is to plan, and to plan about their business, ki how we can make most permanent decision making which will be helpful for the management. The next point of is the nature of the managerial economics. There are certain characteristics or the features of the managerial economics which help to understand the nature of the subject, so that we can understood that term much more clearly. Example, the very first is managerial economics is a positive or normative side. The very first thing is the managerial economics is a science. My answer is yes. क्या मैनेजरियल इकोनॉमिक्स एक साइंस है? तो मैं यही कहूंगा कि हाँ, बिल्कुल है. The thing is, the very first important, what is science? I will say that science is a set of rules which can be developed by the relationships of cause and effect, and it helps to formulating the various principles. The same thing be applicable on the economics also. We are we develop here few principles, few set of rules through which we can analyze the various decision making. Now the question is, what is positive science and what is normative science? Positive science means when you are given the answer of what is, it is the descriptive in nature, while the normative science is judgment science. When you give the answer of what should be the prices of the commodity, how we evaluate the price of a commodity. If the price of commodity increase, what should be the quantity demanded? So it means we are making here some judgment, and these judgment be drawn with the help of the descriptive study. It means managerial economics has the nature of the positive as well as for the normative. If we take the positive science, then we reach to our descriptive part, that is the normative. As we all of you know that in business, we are doing the business for human beings and human nature. And human nature is flexible. So when we are formulating some principles, जब हम कुछ principles बनाते हैं, those principles can be developed only with the help of the positive side. And application of those principles in human life, that is come under the category of normative. And with the help of those normative, we can take the various decisions. So in short, the very first nature of the managerial economics is it's a science, and it has some positive as well as the negative aspects. The second concept or the second nature of the managerial economics is it is pragmatic and realistic. The pragmatic and realistic, it means that whatever the problems manager faced in the business, the realistic situation we come out, that is of the real world, and we rationally study it, and with the help of the various principles and traditional economic concepts, we applied those concepts in the real world and make out some viable solutions. We are doing business, and in business, we always face the problem of the scarcity, and we go for the choices so that maximum satisfaction achieved, maximum profit received. For this, we have to do the proper allocation of resources, and these resources be used in a very optimal way, optimum utilization of the resources. So when we applied our basics to the real world, through which it helps to improve the functioning of the organization, we can say that this is one of the nature which tells that the economics is pragmatic and realistic in nature. The third important feature or nature of the managerial economics, that it is a goal oriented. As I told you, in business, the main goal of a company is to achieve the profit, and there is a profit maximization. And this profit maximization can be done only with the help of the sales maximization. And this sales maximization and profit maximization leads to a company towards the wealth maximization. Today's a businessman concept is not to only profit but to maximize its wealth. Wealth maximization and profit maximization is one of the very keen and the important differentiators. Profit maximization is a narrower concept, while the wealth maximization includes the profit maximization as well as the various aspects of the business, which helps to create a brand building. And managerial economics helps a lot by putting their efforts in the decision making of the manager. In this concept, the managerial economics main aim is to get the best possible extent viable solutions from what we have the resources with us. So this is the third nature of the managerial economics. Now I just come to the fourth. In the previous slide, I will tell you that economics is a positive as well as the normative science. Apart that, I am be adding one more part here, that it is an applied science. It should first identify the problem, that is a business problem, seek out the cause and effect relationship between the various variables which we used in our decision making, and tell the viable solution. So whatever the principles, theories we are having with us, we applied those principles and theories to the real world, and take the viable solution. As take an example, as you all of you know that if we want to know about that if I want to start a business or introducing a new product in the market, I want to know what's the demand of that product. You say, I ask you how many factors are there. You say, sir, there are numerous factors as price of the commodity, price of the related commodity, strategy of the competitor, taste of the consumer, population of that area. So there are numerous things. I just be undertake the effect of all the variables, and after analyzing that I am be evaluate which decision is the more important. How I take that decision be taken only by application of the principles, application of the various theories which we laid out in our economics as well as in management. So we can't say that it is only a science and we read it only. We have to be applied that science in the real world. This is the one basic nature of the managerial economics. The next point of the nature of the managerial economics is it is related with the other disciplines. It means managerial economics can't work alone. It must have to take the help of other subjects, other disciplines like science. And in the science, it takes the help of the mathematics, statistics, engineering, commerce, accounting, finance, operation research, and psychology to find out the viable solution in the business and the management. It must have the close relationship with the various subjects. Let's take another example in the maths. Logarithm and exponential, geometrical, algebra, calculus, vector, determinants, input output tables, these all are be used. Then only a businessman can take decisions. It means managerial economics always combined with the other disciplines, then only a viable decision and a nice solution be taken up by the company. This is the fifth feature of the managerial economics. Next is applied economic theory. Although I discussed it again and again that managerial economics is economics. Managerial economics is economics, which applied in the decision-making process. We have the abstract theories, but with the managerial practices, their practical applications be possibles and methodology be developed for taking the decision. And whatever the problem faced by the various organizations be handled with the help of the managerial economy. That's why it is an economics, but an applied economics. It is a science, but an applied science. So it means here we take the base of all abstract theoretical sections and then applied it on the realistic world and take the viable decisions. The seventh feature of the managerial economics that it is an art. My main concept, what is an art? सबसे पहले आप लोगों को आर्ट का मीनिंग पता हो कि व्हाट बेसिकली आर्ट मीन्स. If I say a girl drawing a picture, that is an art, I say yes. But it is a narrow concept. Your mother cooking the food, is it an art? You can say yes. This is also an art. I ask a teacher delivering a lecture to you is an art? My dear answer is this: yes, it is an art. If all are the art, then what is the definition of the art? My students, application of the knowledge is basically the art. A cobbler mend a shoes, that is also an art. So economics is also an art, because in the various branches of economics, we take the theoretical abstract and then applied those things in our real world. And what the theories and principles we develop is also a process of an art. In public finance, consumption, production, there are so many branches of economics which provides practical and optical solution to various economic problems. Decision making is also an art. You face the problem of scarcity and you make a choice. What thing I have to be purchased? That is also an art. A businessman make the decision whether I have to be start this business or not. I have to put my money in this investment or not. These all are come under the category of art. So when we study about the managerial economics, this is one of the main feature or the nature that managerial economics is an art. My next topic I have to be covered here, that is the relation of managerial economics to other subjects or disciplines. In our nature of the economics, I added here that managerial economics alone cannot help to take the decision. Managerial economy must have to take the help of other subjects to take the decision in real world. Now, the very first I have to take managerial economics and economics. Managerial economics is totally related with the economics. Managerial economics is an applied economics which help to take the decision for the managers, and that decision only taken on the basis of the various economic theories. First of all, the economic theories. When the economic theories are there, then only we applied those economic theories in our managerial practices. That's why we can say that managerial economics and economics both are correlated with each other. In economics, we have the two branches, microeconomics and the macroeconomics. Microeconomics is deal with the study of the individual unit, and it also has to make the decision in regarding with the allocation of the resources and prices of the various goods and services. While macroeconomics deal with the economics of the whole economy, and that we have to be discussed about the aggregate demand, aggregate supply, government policies, fiscal policy, monetary policies, RBI guidelines, all are being decided with the study of the economics at macro level. That means for the whole economy. So managerial economics is also be one of the part which are be related with the economics. Now the second subject we are behaving is economics and theory of decision making. Managerial economics uses both economic theory as well as econometrics. I am be added here one more subject from the economics to econometrics. Econometrics is basically the mixture of the economics and the maths, and it is helpful for the decision making. The theory of decision making is nowadays a new subject which be involved in the managerial economics. A person who was a manager of the business must have the knowledge of the econometrics. In the course of the business, manager has to take the various decisions such as related with the production, labor, source of raw material, sources of capital, distribution channel, logistic. So there are so many decisions making process, and after that evaluating the all possible decisions and alternative and choosing the best solution from them. And it can be only possible with the help of the theory of decision making. And the theory of decision making is only the part of the econometrics, and that's why managerial economics and econometrics both are correlated with each other. The third subject which are being needed for the decision making in managerial economics is managerial economics with operation research. Operation research is nothing, it's only the application of the mathematical technique in solving the business problems. Operation research construct the theory models and facilitate the decision making. Although we see operation research in military, the root of the operational research lies in military, in where we do planning and controlling of various activities, and in business also. We have to be started with the planning and again controlling, and if there is a gap between the standard and the actual performance, we again plan. In managerial economics or in the business economics, we have taken the various techniques of the operation research, like linear programming, game theory, dynamic programming, simulation techniques. These all are helpful for making the decision making, which help to take the decision in the distribution as well as the promoting or advertising our product. That's why if we want to make the decision, managerial economy must have to be correlated with the operational research. The next subject which we have to be keep a keen eye, that is the managerial economics and stats, that is the statistics. These both subjects are closely related. If we want to estimate the demand or supply of a commodity, definitely we take the help of the stats. Market trends, probabilities regarding the demand and supply. There are various tools we used for functioning of the relationship and also help to forecasting the various decisions. In managerial economics, there are various tools used which are related with the statistics, like trend projections, correlation, multiple regression, measures of central tendency, mean, median, mode, measurement of dispersions, to get the best possible solution of the business problems. The next subject which will be studied with the managerial economics is accounting. These both subjects go hand by hand. If we want to take any decision regarding our business, we must know about the financial position of the company. Although many times we seek out the even many transactions, and those transactions we recorded by the accounts. Accounts record all transactions, and which helps to enables the business to make decision through the accounting data. Various accounting technique to be used for the successful implementation of the business policies and for profit maximization. The last subject, oh, not the last, second last. The next subject is managerial economics and mathematics. Yes, mathematics is also be used with the economics, such as there are various techniques we use here: geometrical, algebra, calculus, vectors, estimating and predicting of the economic factors. All techniques are be used logical and the reliable way. Therefore, we can say that the managerial economics and mathematics is also both correlate with each other. The last point is here, managerial economics and psychology. As I discussed earlier, economics is the study of the human behavior. Human behavior means psychology of the human behavior. What we are the study in the psychology of the consumer, we put it in our planning and start our production according to the customer needs, the product, the price, and various other factors which influencing the demand is totally depend on the psychology of the consumer. We evaluate the psychology of the consumer not on the micro level but macro level also. We have to be evaluate the psychology of the manager, supplier, investor, worker, employee. It means managerial economy can only be run only with the help of the studying of the psychology of a different stakeholders. So my dear friends, today we have to be cover up the meaning and the where nature and the subjects which are be correlated with each other. Now we end up our session. Thanks to all.